Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to another session of Top MCQ series for the economics component of your SEBI and NPS examination. So this is going to be the session number 9th, and before that we have already conducted 8 sessions. So I hope you have gone through it. If not, then please go through it because they are based on most important concepts and many questions in these sessions you would be finding in the actual examination. So yes, they are very important guys. और यहाँ पे दिस इज द बेस्ट टूल टू रिवाइज द थिंग टू गेन द कॉन्फिडेंस। ठीक है, बहुत अच्छा यहाँ पे सेशन है जिनके थ्रू आप यहाँ पे चीजों को रिवाइज भी कर सकते हैं। राइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द डिस्कशन विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम हियर guys, but you know the rules that first we discuss the achievers question, and those who give the right answer of the achievers question, their name is reflected in the next session. So the previous achievers question of previous session was, what does headline inflation measure? Okay, this is the question. So options are the overall increase in the price of all goods and services including food and energy, the increase in prices of all goods and services excluding food and energy, the increase in prices of food and energy only, the increase in prices of imported goods only, or none of the above. And guys, I'm expecting the participation from your side. What you have to do, you just need to participate in the chat box. ठीक है, मेरे साथ यहाँ पे क्वेश्चंस को अटेम्प्ट करते रहिए सो दैट यू विल गेन द कॉन्फिडेंस, यू विल कमिट द मिस्टेक्स, क्योंकि जितनी ज्यादा मिस्टेक्स आप यहाँ पर कमिट करेंगे उतनी कम मिस्टेक्स यू विल बी कमिटिंग इन द एक्चुअल एग्जामिनेशन। Yes. So tell me, if you haven't answered it earlier, then you can answer it now. So tell me, what do you feel? What can be the best explanation of headline inflation? So right answer is option number A. That is the overall increase in the price of all goods and services, including food and energy. तो यहाँ पे जब सारे ही प्राइसेस को ट्रैक किया जाता है कि सारे गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज के प्राइस को ट्रैक किया जाता है इंक्लूडिंग द प्राइसेस ऑफ फूड एंड एनर्जी, और सबके प्राइसेस जब यहाँ पे बढ़ रहे होते हैं, सो दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ हेडलाइन इन्फ्लेशन. But unfortunately, this slide is blank again because no one has given the right answer. But if you want to see your name here in this particular slide, then you have to participate. You have to answer the achievers question correctly. So in this session also, we have a achievers question which you have to attempt. And if you attempt it correctly, then in the next session, I will be showing your name in this particular slide, and then slide will not be blank. Got it? चलिए, so let's start today's discussion. So question number first of today's session is, what does core inflation measure? Options are the overall increase in the price of all goods and services including food and energy, the increase in prices of all goods and services excluding food and energy, the increase in prices of food and energy only, the increase in prices of imported goods only, or none of the above. So according to you, what can be the correct explanation, guys? What does core inflation measure according to you? आपके हिसाब से core inflation यहाँ पर क्या measure करता है? Earlier in the achievers question, we had discussed about the headline inflation. Now we are discussing about the core inflation. So right answer is option number B. That is the increase in prices of all goods and services excluding food and energy. So here in the core inflation, what we do, we measure the prices of all goods and services except the prices of food and energy, because these categories are very volatile. बहुत ज़्यादा volatile है, बहुत ज़्यादा fluctuations you would be observing in these the prices of food items and energy items. That is why in the core inflation we do not measure it. In the case of headline inflation, we measure the prices of all goods and services including the food and energy. But in case of core inflation, we do not measure the prices of food items and energy items because they are very volatile and they fluctuate a lot, right? That is why. So option number B is the right answer here. Question number second is, what is an inflation premium? Options are the additional cost added to the price of a goods due to inflation, the extra interest rate that lenders require to compensate for expected inflation, the premium paid by consumers to hedge against inflation, the difference between nominal and the real interest rates, the increase in wages to keep up with inflation. So tell me, what is the correct explanation of inflation premium? Have you ever heard this term, guys? If not, then please do or try to attempt it. If you read the if you read the options carefully, you would be able to attempt it correctly. So what is the right answer? Right answer is option number B. That is the extra interest rate that lenders require to compensate for expected inflation. So when inflation is expected, then in that case extra interest rate is charged, so that basically यहाँ पर loss ना हो lender को. So lender charges extra interest rate to compensate the expected inflation. That is known as inflation premium. Question number third is, what is the typical effect of an increase in the money supply on inflation? Options are, inflation decreases because money becomes more valuable. Inflation increases because more money chases the same amount of goods. Inflation remains unaffected by changes in the money supply. Inflation decreases because interest rates rise, or inflation increases because the supply of goods and services expands. So read the question carefully. Question is saying typical effect of an increase in money supply on inflation. So if money supply is increasing in the economy, so what will be the effect of that on the inflation part? So tell me the right answer, guys. What do you think? What can be the correct explanation of this? So right answer is option number B. That is inflation increases because more money chases the same amount of goods. So if money supply would increase in the economy, that will lead to chasing of more money the same amount of goods. When more money chasing would be chasing the same amount of goods, then in that case what will happen? Basically prices of that particular commodity would increase, or you can say prices of all commodities, most of the commodities would increase, and that will lead to the inflation in the economy, right? Because ultimately now people will have more easy access to funds, and if they are having easy access to funds, they would be demanding more. If demand would increase in the economy, then prices would go up, and that is why option number B will be the right answer. Question number fourth is, which of the following does not fall under cost push inflation? Options are rising oil prices, rising nominal wages, rising import prices, rise in income, or rise in income higher. This is not income, rise in higher indirect taxes. This is the option. So tell me which does not fall under the cost push inflation. Yes, guys, everyone, I'm expecting participation from your side. Do let me know in the chat box. According to you, what can be the correct explanation here? So right answer is option number D, that is rise in income, right? So rise in oil prices, rising nominal wages, rising import prices, rise in higher indirect taxes, they all fall under the category of cost push inflation. But rise in income falls under the category of demand pull inflation, right? Demand pull inflation, because where your income would increase, you will increase your demand, and because of increasing demand, what will happen? Inflation will increase in the economy. So this is the demand pull inflation, right? This is the demand pull inflation. Got it? Question number fifth is, what is disinflation? So there are many terms related to inflation like deflation, disinflation, skewflation, reflation, hyperinflation, right? Stagflation, etc. But they are very, very important. So question number fifth is, what is disinflation? Options are a decrease in the general price level of goods and services, an increase in the general price level of goods and services at a faster rate, a decrease in the rate of inflation, an increase in the general price level of goods and services at a slower rate, a situation where inflation is accelerating. Yes. Tell me, guys, what is the correct explanation of disinflation? So right answer is option number C, that is a decrease in the rate of inflation. Suppose earlier inflation rate was 6%, later on it goes down to 4%, then this is the scenario of disinflation. Why? Because ultimately inflation is there in the economy, but now what is happening? The rate of inflation is decreasing, right? Earlier it was 6%, now it is 4%, and since the rate of inflation is decreasing, this phenomena is considered as disinflation. Don't be confused with deflation. Deflation is a different phenomena, disinflation is a different phenomena, right? I hope you got it. Question number 6 is, which of the following best describes deflation? Right, now we are talking about the deflation. Options are a decrease in the general price levels of goods and services, a decrease in the rate of inflation, an increase in the general price level of goods and services, an increase in the rate of inflation, or a constant price level of goods and services over time. So which phenomena is considered as deflation? Tell me. Yes, guys, do let me know. Do participate in the session. Guys, these sessions are conducted so that you can commit mistakes, you can gain confidence, you can enhance your knowledge, right? Ultimately, what will happen? In the examination, you will not get the opportunity of all this. So that is why these sessions are conducted, so that you can make the revision, you can gain the confidence, you can commit the mistakes. Jitna zyada mistakes you will be committing here, utne hi kam mistakes you will be committing in the actual examination. So right answer is option number A here. that is a decrease in the general price level of goods and services. So what is an inflation? Inflation is an increase in the general price level of goods and services over the period of time, and deflation is exactly opposite to the inflation, which is a decrease in the general price level of goods and services, right? So don't be confused with disinflation. Disinflation we have covered. What is the disinflation? That is a decrease in the rate of inflation. That is disinflation. What is deflation? Decrease in the general price level in the economy of goods and services. This is the deflation, which is exactly opposite to the inflation. Question number 7th is, what is skewflation? So options are a general decrease in the price level of goods and services across the economy, an increase in the general price level of goods and services across the economy, an increase in the price of some goods and services while the prices of others remain stable or decrease, a decrease in the rate of inflation, or a situation where inflation is uniformly distributed across all sectors of the economy. So what is the skewflation, guys? Tell me. What do you understand by the term skewflation? So right answer is option number. Yes, guys, you all have to participate here, right? आप सभी को participate करना है, then only you will have the basically benefit from these sessions. Otherwise, if you are here simply to listen the questions and the answer, guys, so that will not help you a lot. So right answer is option number C. That is an increase in the prices of some goods and services while the prices of others remain stable or decrease. So what is happening? Suppose 10 goods are produced in our country. Only these 10 goods are produced in our country. I'm just taking an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose only these 10 goods are produced in the economy. Suppose the prices of these two commodities are going up and the prices of all these goods are basically either stable or they're going down. So this phenomena is known as skewflation. What is inflation? Inflation is when the general price level, when the prices of most of the goods and services are increasing in the economy, then they are considered as the inflation. What is the skewflation? When the prices of most of the goods are stable or decreasing and the prices of few commodities are increasing. In that case, that will be the phenomena of skewflation, right? Hence option number C is the right answer. Question number 8 is, which of the following best describes reflation? Options are a general decrease in the price level of goods and services across the economy, an increase in the general price level of goods and services across the economy, an increase in the prices of some goods and services while the prices of others remain stable or decrease, a government policy aimed at increasing the level of output and inflation to counteract deflationary pressures, a situation where inflation is uniformly distributed across all sectors of the economy. So tell me, what can be the correct explanation here? What do you understand by the term reflation? Let me know, guys, in the chat box. Yes, what is the right answer? So right answer is option number D here. That is a government policy aimed at increasing the level of output and inflation to counteract deflationary pressure. So what is happening when economy is passing through the recessionary phase, which means when demand is less in the economy? Because of that, what is happening? That when demand is less in the economy, then production will be less in the economy, and because of that, employment will be less in the economy, so that people will have less income, so they will demand less, right? So this is a vicious cycle. So in order to get rid of this particular cycle, what government does? Government tries to reverse this cycle, and government tries to basically increase the demand in the economy, and because of which, what would happen? Because of which basically production would increase. If people are demanding more, then producers will produce more. If production will be more in the economy, then in that case employment level will increase in the economy. If employment is increasing, people will have more income and people will be demanding more, right? So this is the cycle that government wanted to attain here, and that is why it is a government policy. It is a deliberate policy of the government which aimed at increasing the level of output and inflation. So basically what will happen when people will start demanding, so that will lead to the increase in production also, and that will lead to the increase in prices also, right? So basically to counteract the deflationary pressures, to basically get rid of the recessionary phases, government takes this deliberate step, that is the reflation. Clear? Question number 9 is, what is stagflation? Options are a period of high inflation combined with high unemployment and stagnant demand in country's economy, a period of high economic growth with low inflation and low unemployment, a period of deflation with high economic growth and low unemployment, a period of moderate inflation with high economic growth and low unemployment, a period of low inflation combined with low unemployment and strong demand in a country's economy. So tell me guys, these all terms related to the inflation are very, very important. Inflation, deflation, disinflation, reflation, stagflation, skewflation, hyperinflation, very, very important guys, right? Many times, and these are the favorite areas of SEBI. You can see any of these terms you will definitely find in the phase one examination. Definitely, I'm pretty much sure, right? Every time they ask the question from these areas. So that is why I'm discussing it in detail so that you will have the clarity. Got it. So tell me, what is the right answer here for the term stagflation? So right answer is option number A. That is a period of high inflation combined with high unemployment and stagnant demand in a country's economy. So high inflation is also there. Because of that, high unemployment is there and stagnant demand is also there. So this scenario, this phenomena is known as stagflation. Question number 10th is the Phillips curve illustrates the relationship between which two economic variables. Again, one of the important area where SEBI asks the question. So options are inflation and economic growth, unemployment and economic growth, inflation and unemployment, interest rates and inflation, or unemployment and labor force participation. So tell me about the Phillips curve, guys. Phillips curve illustrates the relationship between which two economic variables? Yes. So what is the right answer according to you? Right answer will be option number C, that is inflation and unemployment. So Phillips curve illustrates the relationship between inflation and unemployment, and that too negative relation, right? That too negative relation, or you can say inverse relationship, which means if inflation is high in the economy, that will lead to lower unemployment. If inflation is less in the economy, so that will lead to higher unemployment in the economy. So sometimes it is also asked that what kind of relationship is basically illustrated by the Phillips curve between the interest, between the inflation and the unemployment. So you have to remember that is the inverse relationship, right? One, if one is increasing, other is going down. If one is decreasing, other is going up, right? So first of all, this is the favorite area, Phillips curve. So you must know that this shows the relationship between inflation and the unemployment. What kind of relationship? Inverse relationship or negative relationship. Got it? Question number 11th is, if depreciation is subtracted from the gross domestic product, then it shall be which of the following? Options are gross national product, net national product, net domestic product, national income, or real gross domestic product. बताइए guys, if depreciation is subtracted from GDP, so what will be the outcome here? Yes, everyone, what is the right answer here? So right answer will be option number C, that is net domestic product, right? So in order to compute the net domestic product, what we have to do? We have to subtract the depreciation from the GDP, right? So once we subtract the depreciation from the GDP, then in that case, क्या होता है? We get the figure of net domestic product. So this is the equation here. Got it? Question number 12. A commodity that is used by the consumer to satisfy current wants or needs is known as primary good, final good, basic good, heavy good, or none of the above. Yes, a commodity that is used by the consumer to satisfy current wants or needs. A very simple question, guys. If you read the question carefully, automatically you will be giving the right answer. So right answer is option number, yes. So option number B is the right answer. That is the final good, right? So final good is a commodity which is used by the consumer to satisfy current wants or needs of themselves. Got it? Question number 13th. Question number 13th is, which of the following statements about macroeconomics is not correct? So basically we are looking for incorrect statement. Options are, it studies issues and problems at the level of the economy as a whole. It is basically concerned with determination of aggregate output and general price level in the economy as a whole. Its focus is on maximization of social welfare. It has a very wide scope, that is state or a country, or none of the above. Yes. So what do you think, guys? What can be the correct explanation here? We are looking for the incorrect statement, right? So you have to read all the statement and then you have to identify which one is incorrect with reference to the macroeconomics context mein, which one is incorrect here. Yes, so what is the right answer, guys? Right answer is option number E here, none of the above, because all the statements are correct. It studies issues and problems at the level of economy as a whole. Yes, correct statement. It is basically concerned with determination of aggregate output and general price level in the economy as a whole, right? It focuses on maximization of social welfare. Yes, correct. It has a very wide scope, a state or a country. Yes. So all the statements are correct, and hence none of the above will be the right answer because we are looking for the incorrect statement here. Question number 14th is gross domestic product estimated by expenditure method does not include the value of which of the following. Options are consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, government expenditure, inventory, or net export. So which is not included, right? So in the expenditure method, which is not included, guys, tell me. So what is the formula? Formula is C plus I plus G plus X minus M, right? So what is this? C is the consumption expenditure, I is the investment expenditure, G is the government expenditure, X is the export, and minus import. So all these variables are considered under the expenditure method. Hence, inventory is not a part of this. That is why option number D will be the right answer because we are looking for incorrect option, right? So option number D is the incorrect one. Question number 15th is the term national income represents which of the following? Options are gross national product at market prices minus depreciation, gross national product at market prices minus depreciation plus net factor income from abroad, gross national product at market prices minus depreciation and indirect taxes plus subsidies, gross national product at market prices minus net factor income from abroad, or none of the above. So tell me, what do you think? Which term represents national income? National income को कौन सा यहाँ पे option represent कर रहा है? Yes. So right answer is option number C here. That is, look. So what is the national income? National income is the net national product at factor cost, right? And we are having gross national product at market prices. So you have to calculate national income from the gross national product at market prices. What you will do? You will simply convert gross into net. How you can convert? Minus depreciation. Right, then further there is no need to change in national and national because both is same. Then market price has to be converted into factor cost. So what you will do, you will subtract the indirect taxes and you will add the subsidies. So that is why option number D is the C is the right answer. That is GNP at market prices. This is minus depreciation, yes, minus indirect taxes, yes, and plus subsidies. So this will be the equation here, right? So guys, this is what I wanted to discuss with you. These all 15 questions are very, very important. Now it's a time of achievers question, guys, and you know the rules. If you are giving the right answer of this achiever question, your name will be reflected in the next session. So the question is, what does the GDP deflator measure? Options are the ratio of nominal GDP to real GDP, the total value of goods and services produced in an economy, the difference between GDP and GNP, the purchasing power of a currency relative to a base year, or none of the above. The answer of this question you have to give in the comment box, not in the live chat box. So if you are giving it in the comment box, right answer, so your name will be shown in the next session. And guys, as you know, that SEBI phase 1 is going to held on 10th of January and phase 2 will be conducted on 21st of February. So even if you have not started the preparation, believe me, you can still clear the SEBI Grade A because ultimately in the phase 1 there is a fixed cutoff of 80 marks, right? So you just need to score 80 marks in phase 1 and the real competition is in the phase 2. So for phase 2 you have 65 plus days. So abhi aapke paas time hai. So you can, yes, grab this opportunity because now vacancies have also been revised. Earlier when notification was released, so vacancies notified were 56, but now later on they were revised to 77 for general stream, right? And even 20 vacancies are there for the लीगल स्ट्रीम एज वेल. तो अगर आप दोनों की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, सो यू कैन अवेल अवर क्रैश कोर्स विच इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ जनरल स्ट्रीम प्लस लीगल स्ट्रीम. उसकी हेल्प से यू कैन प्रिपेयर फॉर दिस एग्जामिनेशन. आप इन सारे एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन यहाँ पर कर सकते हैं गाइस. सो हाउ यू कैन अवेल? इफ यू आर सिंपली प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर सेबी एग्जामिनेशन, देन यू कैन गो फॉर द सेबी क्रैश कोर्स. बट इफ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर अदर एग्जामिनेशन ऑल्सो, if you are preparing for other examination also like RBI, NABARD, PFRDA, SEBI and upcoming IRDI, upcoming NPS examination, then guys do not subscribe separate courses for separate examination. Rather you can simply subscribe regulatory body super pack. If you subscribe this super pack, so with the help of super pack you will be preparing for all these examinations simultaneously, be it RBI, SEBI, NABARD, PFRDA, SEBI, IFSCA, RBI, NPS, ECGC. So all examination can be catered through the super pack only, right? So why to pay 10x cost when you can simply avail this course at 10% cost, right? Because while preparing for the examination, while in the preparation journey, we have a very limited resources, so effectively and efficiently utilize those resources. How you can subscribe for the super pack? Either you can click on the link given in the description, or separately you can visit textbook.com. आप textbook.com पर जा सकते हैं. What you can do, simply open the Google, type textbook on Google, and you can see first number link, click on it. Then after that, at the center top, you can see left hand side, on the top you can see super coaching option, click on it. Then left hand side पे you can see multiple examination, so click on regulatory board exams here. So yes, this is the regulatory body exam, and this is the regulatory body exam super pack. Click on it. After clicking it, you can see the details of this course. So you will find each and everything what all examinations we are covering. So this is an inclusive one. Later on, examinations will keep on increasing here. Then further you can see the faculties who will be teaching you here in this particular SEBI Grade A examination. Along with that, you can see the demo classes of different faculties, right? So all the demo classes you can see here. Then further you can see chapter wise ebooks, the kind of demo note that you would be getting as a part of this course itself. Then you can say practice questions itself. So after going through all, if you feel that yes, this course is going to help you to prepare for all these examinations simultaneously, so you can enroll it, guys. This course is available with different validity, 24 months, 12 months, 6 months. So whatever suits you, you can enroll based on that. Suppose if you are looking for 12 months validity course, then you can see the price, but this price you are not supposed to pay. What you can do, simply go to the apply coupon, right? Remove the code, whatever is applied here, you have to remove it and apply the code Prakash, which is my name. And with the help of this, you will be getting maximum discount, right? So you can see instantly you will be getting maximum discount, and after that you will be having the EMI facility also, and you will be having full payment facility also. So whatever you want to avail, you can avail it, right? So guys, still it is not late. If you haven't started the preparation, believe me, you can still start the preparation, but do not waste time, because if you waste few more days, then in that case it would be next to impossible for you to clear the SEBI Grade A this year, right? So this is all, guys. Thank you very much for watching and listening me. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. So if you haven't gone through the previous sessions, please go through them. The concepts that we are discussing, they are very, very important for the upcoming examination. Many concepts you will be finding in the examination on 10th of January as well as 21st of February. Got it? And do not forget my code name here, my code here, Prakash, through which you will be getting the maximum discount. And do join my Telegram group as well. Based on this Telegram group, you will be asking me the query. Whatever doubts you are having, you can ask me over there, and I will be taking care of that, right? So thank you very much, guys, for watching and listening. This is all. We'll meet in the next session. Do not forget to attempt the achievers question if you want to see your name in the next session. So bye bye, take care. I'm closing the session.